Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power to the people of the struggle. How are you? How are you? Salute, salute, salute. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space for building and destroying. This is a space of love, your space, a space of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, love, held right, masters, kings, and queens. This is a space of universal truth, a space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information, hashtags, green screens, apps with cash pals that pay grams with money. Unions that are Western, green cups, red cups, blue cups, jingle bells, damn it, squeegee cans, collection plates. It's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until they're giving you that pink slip at work. Your services are no longer needed. Don't wait until you arguing for extra ketchup in Chick-fil-A where they, listen, if they're throwing you out of Chick-fil-A, you got a problem. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you are on the hood of a cop car. Officer, nah. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop sending each other out of the house looking like Popeye after Bruto. Yeah, nah. Don't wait. Stop sending each other out with tents. Yeah, like LV and Tony Montana. Cut it out. Listen, book an assessment. Y'all got the in-laws confused about inviting y'all to anywhere. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Damn it, people. Places, things, man, events that should have your alertness on 1,000. Remember with this information that the life that you save could be your own. It's Fish Friday. Fish Friday. Fish Friday, we going in. We going in Fish Friday. And once again, this class is being sponsored by this title. Again, get this title. An African-centered response to the LGBTQIA organizations and their agenda. The conversation no one wants to have. Yes, by Olatunji Muwamba. Again, I don't know how many times this book has been spoke about in this class. But get it, get it, get it, because listen, whether you believe it's an agenda or not, whether you believe it's a narrative or not, you dig? And mine's is autographed. Yeah, you see, mine's is autographed. You know? Yeah. There's a lot of information, and a lot of things we're going to be discussing tonight, right? I keep telling y'all that the chapters in here, the thoroughness, the articles, everything is in here, okay? Yeah, chapter 1, so what is homosexuality? Chapter 2, is there any documented history of sexuality being accepted as normal behavior? Is there any documented history in ancient Rome culture? Listen, has there been any research conducted by any university that justify the removal of what? Homosexuality as a mental disorder? Man, listen, everything is in here. Conversation, dialogue, piece, pick it up. Now, it's Fish Friday. I'm not going to even tell y'all what happened last week and this week, but y'all gonna be on your job. I'm lucky I don't have an eye jammy right now. That's another story. We'll get into it tomorrow. First of all, we got a lot of folks to tag. Why? Because you guys have been extra busy in my DMs, in my Facebook Messenger, sending me stuff. Y'all don't come to my Twitter. I need my Twitter to be beefed up a little bit. So y'all need to come to Twitter, okay? But since y'all sending it to me, we got to discuss it on Fish Friday, when I much rather would be discussing something else in class. I really want to get into Asada's born day. I really want to get into George and Jonathan Jackson review. I want to get into a lot. But no, y'all have me in another direction. So I got to give it to you. Now, who do you tag? Y'all might as well tag everybody. Tag everybody. First of all, tag Lil Baby, Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, stand up. Bring y'all asses to class. Yeah, come on, Atlanta. Come on. Bring y'all asses to class. And I just seen somebody say something real specific about Atlanta. Yeah. Y'all talking about come on down and all this. No. Y'all fed us that bullshit in the 80s when the Olympic bombing thing happened. Y'all did it when y'all kidnapped Freaknik. Nah, we ain't moving down there. No. But y'all can come to class, tag Lil Uzi Vert in Philly, Lil Baby in Atlanta. Come on, Philly. Because I know y'all in the building. Tell Lil Uzi Vert. Yup, come to class. Who else we got? Of course, Jimmy Jones. Bring your ass to class, Harlem. God damn it, tag everybody. Lil C's. Come on, Brooklyn. Yeah. Come on. Somebody tag Barry. Oh yeah, go get Barack. Tell him to bring his ass to class. Come on, Barack. Let's go. Y'all know what I'm going to say. Venus Williams, bring your ass to class, Venus. Yep. Come on. Boy, class going to be filled. Smooth B come to class. Fredro Starr come to class. Damon Dash come to class. And Kid Cudi. Bring y'all asses to class. Come on. My son, bring your ass to class. Come on. And Dummy Mayweather, you might as well come on too. Come on, Dummy May. Everybody come to class. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it in. And it ain't no notes. Nah, damn it. Nah, we gonna get it in. But pay attention, because it's all up under one umbrella and it's all one agenda. Y'all just don't see it. Y'all just been missing it. So let's see who been in class, Who been in class? Tag yourselves, put the tweeds down. God damn it, push your fish to the side. If you ain't already eating, or put me on a big screen. You know, in the living room, because I know a lot of y'all can see your living room from your kitchen. Don't act like you can't. God damn it, times is hard. Ain't nobody in here got no 7-room mansion. Not in my class. Y'all can see me from the damn kitchen. So put it on, put me up, yup. And if you're outside, damn it, go in the barbershop, turn it up. Yes, it's in the yard in Cali, right next to your little pig iron weights. Put the TV out there. Let's get to it. Who in class? Who was first in class? Who is that? Might say anything. God damn it, she in class, first in class. Philly, Marshy. Ooh, the women. Bam Woods is in here from Jamaica on vacation. We see you, Bam. We see you. What's going on? Hey, Wood, what up? You in the building? Tierra Green, the youngin' is in the building. God damn it, South Jersey. We see you. Money Marshy for money earning. God damn it, makeup artist extraordinaire. Get him, Marshy. God damn it, put the blender to the side. We going all the way in. Yeah, Jean, Helene, KMU, coming in from Canada, the great North Country, the first responder, the lifesaver. Jean, we see you. God damn it, Bernie, what up, Bernie? Corey Grant, what up? See, we see you. April Brown, we got DMV in the spot. Yeah, who else is up in here? Let's see. Kim, peace. What's going on? E. Blandon, what's going on? Ooh-wee, who else in here? Hot Carl, what up? We see you. Terrell Williams, what up, soldier? Yeah, we see you up in here. Who else? Chris, Threats Philly, we see you. Jean V. Pierre, we see you. Heart Tunes TV, what up? See Blaze, my sniper. Get busy. It's gonna be a lot of trolls in here tonight. See, Blaze, yeah, they coming. Matt, Jay, what up? St. Louis, what up? Who else? How can be much appreciation for the super chat? We got the Grustler, the global hustler, cool, the bag of bones. Zurich, Switzerland is in the house. We see you out there. Ooh, PJ Allen. PJ Allen. Unpopping opinions. What's going on? Geechee, what up? We see you. Felipe, Pate, Felipe Harris, you in the building. We see you. Drax Pack, Sean Jenkins. There you go, goddammit, Mr. Warbucks, 55. Goddammit, 55. Get him, C Blaze, 55. Mark him down, the first 55 of the damn Fish Friday. Got him, y'all. God damn it. Gravedigger Pop 55. God dig it. There they go. I knew they was in here. Mike Arrington, 55. God damn it. Neville Chunk, 55. I knew they was coming. Justin Rowe, 55. Jefferson City, you got 55. Missouri, we see y'all up in here. George Johnson, what up? I knew they was coming. Kim Williams, what up? Stephen Gill, we see you. Yeah, 55 gang all up in here hiding and shit. Merklo, what up? Lovely lady, what up? What up? Just another Geechee. Hey, Wood, what up? Tuck TV, what up? Yeah, we knew they was coming. 55 gang. Rich G, what up? Who that? Thomas, what up? What we talking about? Sands is up in the spotty spot. Love Over Money TV. ATL, yeah, tell the rest of them to come on down, damn it. Come to class. Who else in here? Huh? Who else is hiding? Stony Stone, what up? Crooked letter, I crooked letter, we see you. Tomorrow, we see you. Who else? They be hiding. I'm telling you, they be hiding. Flatbush Man, what up? They think I don't see them. Let me see, I see them. CDP 55. Got another one. Sincere Truth 55. Got another one. Yeah, they up in here. Cool K King. God That chef, old fake ass chef up in here. Yeah, we see you. We see you. Yeah, we got him. Think for yourself. Move it up, move. Yeah, they in here deep. Goddamn fish fry. Boy, I must go have me a load of fish today. Boy, you hear that roll call? You hear the sea Blaze? Man, listen. Shit, I must go have more fish than Jesus around this moment. Something getting ready to go down. God diggity dog. Ooh wee. Got almost a full class tonight. God diggity dog. Let's see. Yeah, I'm saying. My belly must gonna be full after this shit tonight. God damn it. Y'all ain't coming here for nothing. It's Friday. Shit. 15th just passed. God damn it. Stamps done came. God diggity dog it. Let's go. Who we gonna start with? Boy, y'all know who we gonna start with. Y'all know. Y'all already know. God diggity damn it, Lil Baby. Bring your ass to class. Now, we already talked about Lil Baby. We already knew he was suspect. Letting that old Faye grab him from behind, hug all up on him. And he said, I don't like that. Don't do that. That old Faye said, you gonna get a drunk bro hug every time you come to the white party. Had him sandwiched in. Hug him, drunk. And you know when them old Fays get drunk, they get right. They get horny. They get hornier than Ha Davis. Yeah, they do. And they had him on that boat. You can't get away on the boat, especially if you can't swim. Now, have y'all ever seen Lil Baby swim? I ain't seen him swim. Damn sure ain't seen him swim in no big ocean water. So he on that boat with them drunk old Fays, and damn it, ooh-wee, Jean-Pierre, much appreciation for Fish Friday, okay? I know for a fact he gave him more, much more than the drunk bro hug. I don't even know where that shit come into play at. Not with black men. Shit, we clap at each other if you look at each other wrong. Right? We ready to throw hands. So it's hard to get a black brotherhood. It's hard for black men to call each other, yo, that's my man. Your son is, nah, that's people's. So when the old fake call you bro, you ain't no bro of mine. Especially no wealthy old fake. So how he giving you drunk bro hoes? We said it. Drunk bro hoes. And hugs and holds. So we already knew that Lil Baby was sus from that point. Probably prior, because we don't give too many of y'all ATL rappers no leeway. Not in this class. Not in this class. Okay? The ATL rappers that might be on the straight and narrow, they don't be in the business long. Get rid of them. Ghetto Mafia got them up out of here. Yep, they got Ghetto Mafia right up out of here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Young Bloods and little got them up out of here. Yeah. That's just how it is with anybody in the industry. This book tells you about the industry too and the agenda. I say it's not an agenda no more. It's a movement. It's an overall belief system now. Because it's everywhere. Okay? You understand that? Yeah. So now, we knew we had a damn good idea that Lil Baby was leaning, almost certainly getting ready to come out. We knew that. We knew that. I knew it. Arguing with the children's mother, abusive, all type of different rumors and allegations, mistreating female and they fans, female fans and all. Sus. Very suspect behavior. Now look at what he did. Not only was he dressing a little funny style lately, not only was he making certain statements, now look. The man that came out looking like Riley Freeman going to Thuggalicious concert. That's what he did. Looking just like Riley Freeman. Now, I don't want to say this is a conspiracy, but hold on. It's very funny that either the Boondocks had the forethought that this was coming, or these rappers are purposely and purposefully imitating the Boondocks. However you want to think about it, however you want to put it, but you have to look at it like that. Because that man, and I'm not saying a boy, I'm saying he's a man of age, okay? Lil Baby have kids, okay? He's of a particular age. You don't dress like that. I already told y'all the science between more mature men and shorts with your knees out. I already told y'all that, and if I catch any of y'all grown-ass men in my class with your damn knees out and your feet showing, I'm dropping you. Straight up. I don't care if you got security. I don't care if you with your mans in them. I don't care what's going on. Terrell Williams, much appreciation. Okay? This right here, ever since I was 16, 17, I was putting grown men out. Now that I'm a full body, over middle age, man, I'm 56. Now that I'm 56, I think I got old man strength now. I'm knocking you straight out. If I catch any of y'all with your knees out, ankles and feet showing, especially in NYC, in the 5 boroughs, I'm tapping that jaw. And I'm going to sleep you. I don't care if you in Chick-fil-A. I don't care if you in Sweet Chick. I don't care if you in the Alamo. I don't care. I'm going to sleep you. Put your damn knees and thighs up. The hell's the matter with y'all? Nadeem Rogers, much appreciation. I see you, Nadeem. UK in the house. I'm telling you. Let me catch one of my class members with their goddamn knees showing. Now, Lil Baby did more than the knees. Okay? We see the knees. We seen the t-shirt or that ain't even look like a regular tank top. We can't even call that a wife beater because he damn sure ain't beat up the man that was giving him from the back bro hugs. So that ain't no wife. He got on a tank top. A tank top. Just like Riley Freeman, when Riley had on his tank top with the belly showing and the skirt. Lil Baby looked just like that. Lil Baby looked just like that. Now, the dressing, of course, and the dancing and the movement, of course, that was sus. But what has the internet and social media going crazy is the simple fact that Lil Baby had tattoos on his thighs. Hold on, man. Where they do that? Tattoos on your thighs. Now, granted, I've seen women with tattoos on their thighs. Yeah. Y'all ain't got to giggle. I've seen women. And what's the first thing you think about when you see a woman? Whether she's a size 2 or if she's more voluptuous. You see that tattoo thigh, you like this. Damn, shorty. You sure like a lot of pain in that area. You sure, damn. Right? That's when you see a female with a tattoo on their thigh. Damn it, this man done had work. That's just not a little tat. He had extensive work, big ass tats on them thighs. Okay? We see, like, do you know we see you? So you got the tank top, you got on shorts, you hike the shorts up, so we see tattoo thighs. Now, maybe, Nathaniel Davis, much appreciation. Now, maybe, and this is a big maybe, okay? Maybe he didn't know. That is something that is supposed to be eye-catching for men to look at with women. Because we know historically, and I'm not talking about our history, I'm not talking about melanated history, tribes and tattoos. I'm talking about recent history with Ophes and Euros and tattoos. That was seen as taboo. Why was it seen as taboo for the Euros? Because it was already in our culture. We were doing it. So the Ophes didn't understand it. So for them, it was always taboo. Like, ooh, he has on body, and ooh, he has a tattoo, or they have scarring, they have tribal markings. Ooh, taboo. So it was always taboo for them. By the time the sailors, the Navy, right, the Roy G. Biv, by the time the Navy men were getting tattoos as far as Euros is concerned, right? And you had these service members bringing that culture, that subculture to the mainland. It was almost unheard of for women to get tats. Oh no, very unladylike. However, you know how things go and how things evolve. First, the LGBTQIA women were the first ones to be getting tattoos when it came to the female gender. Okay? And again, putting something in your mind that was counter culture, right? You like, damn, a woman with a tat and she like cat? Damn. It was something a little arousing about that to almost everybody. And then it started seeping into the general population. So now today, you're not taken back, right? You're not taken aback by anybody with a tattoo. However, thigh tattoos are generally for females. Okay, so now you looking, you like, damn, body art, damn, tattoo, damn, women, yeah, thighs, hold up, homeboy, you got a tat on your thighs? A grown man with kids? And yeah, Marshy, we know. We seen his son in them shoes. We know his son is in a position where his son may be a little sus, but we're going to leave Shorty alone. He's a youngin'. He has no control over what kind of shoes they put on his little feet. However, this grown-ass man that got a tat, Lil Baby, you got some explaining to do. Now, not that we really want to know, but Some people in my class, they are part of the LGBTQ INA or whatever community. We do. We have a lot of them in class. And they would like to know for their reasoning because they wanted me to ask you. Because even when I got my ink, you feel something there. Either it hurts real bad and you don't want it no more, or it start to tingle. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why most men get it on their arm. Maybe some may get something on the calf. That's a little bit too extreme. Some get it on the chest. Shit, Mike got his on his face. Like some of the essays in jail and all that. But hold on. When we see women and speak to women who have gotten tattoos, most women get aroused. Okay, because there's a vibration there. Similar to when, when we, as grown men, start touching on them women and massaging them, and they start to feel aroused. They get feelings like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, don't touch there. That's my spot. Okay. And a lot of them say they love getting tattoos because it is. It's freeing, it's arousing, it's pain, it's pleasure. So when you're doing it near their thigh, reports, and I mean many reports have said if women getting tattoos around that area, man, it can cause them to be extra gratified, almost to climax. Because it's all the way up in that area. Now, I couldn't be a tattoo artist and tattoo no man near his thigh. So I'm trying to figure out who did the tattoo. Maybe a woman might have done his tattoo. We don't know. We'll find out later on because this is going viral. So soon a tattoo artist is going to speak out. However, I hope Lil Baby wasn't so tingly that he was aroused while this grown man is tattooed. I feel for the both of them. Now, maybe Lil Baby spread his thighs a little bit further to get that, because money was dick, because that's a big tat. So he was down there several hours. I don't know what was going on, but it seemed kind of homoerotic when you think about it. Tattoo, a man thighs, them tats was there, man, they fresh. And he was there a couple of hours. Those ain't even no 15, 20-minute tats. Maybe Lil Baby might have got aroused in that man's face. Maybe that man was trying to get Lil Baby aroused. We don't know. Okay? We hope not. And we definitely hope that there's no video. Because you know how celebrities like to video themselves getting their tats. Their first tats, their second and third tats, right? Some of them might have been on Tattoo Ink or Ink Masters or whatever that shit is. Or the spot with Little Caesar. Or what's his name? Caesars and Harlem Tattoo or Black Ink or whatever. We ain't seen no tape yet. So we hoping that Lil Baby don't have a puffy moment with his tape of his tattoo and him getting aroused or some type of lawsuit coming after them tattoos. Yeah. Because I just can't see a straight man doing that close to that man's man muscle. Because you sweat when you get them tattoos sometimes. Lil Baby could have gotten real moist around his grippers. Yeah. Nah. Somebody got some explaining to do. That why these men who are in the industry, upper echelon people in the industry, are doing things that are so sweet. Come on. thigh tattoos? After we already know what Hassan Campbell done said about thighs and getting thighed. We know what that. I'm just saying, Lil Baby, come on now. Bro hugs from the back. On a whole yacht full of billionaires. Quite a few billionaires that might have been on that Epstein list. Lil Baby, I'm just saying. If you've given us a statement about who you are, fine. It's okay. But if not, there's some explaining to do, man. I never seen no thigh tats that high up on no man like that. You, sir, are despicable, diabolical even. Damn it, you are now thugalicious. Come on now. Is he not? Y'all gonna sit here and say he's not? He's not thugalicious? Huh? Talk about it. He's wowing. And you know after, because y'all think I'm playing, okay? Or y'all think I might be picking on these dudes. But I'm saying, I got a tag. After you get the tattoo, what has to happen? You got to get some moisturizer on it, right? No Vaseline. They tell you get some good lotion, like some Kerry, you know what I'm saying? No oils. You got to get moisturized. And the tattoo artist is usually the first one to do it. So they got to show you how to do it. Put that on there. So that means that tattoo artist rubbed up that thigh. Both thighs. After giving him the tat, after he was all moist and sweating. All around the grippers, because that, listen, that's what it is. Y'all can ooh, y'all can y'all can but that's what it is. We grown folk in here. We are grown. That man was getting thigh tattoos. He was roused. And so was the tattoo artist. Because you ain't going to be down there for hours giving no man a tat around the thigh if you don't like it. Yeah. It is what it is, yo. It is what it is. Don't be mad at me. I'm just trying to school y'all because this has been behavior that has become the standard for anybody that's consistently getting money in the entertainment industry, especially black males in hip hop. They have to switch sides. And there's nothing right now. Can't say they're going to a puffy party. Can't say they're going to the freak off. Because you got the freak off king behind bars. So what is the statement? So far, the statements have been Louis bags. And now we seeing bro hugs and tats. That's been the standard. That is letting each of them know that they're in the same collective. Because it makes no sense. Right? They all starting to run around with Louis this, Louis that, and making an attempt to say, because it's Pharrell. Bullshit. If all of Africa is kicking the French out, if they're trying to collapse France, because France has been some of those countries' sole oppressor, sole extractor of the resources of the land, why would black Americans, whether they foundational or not, be a representative for that French company? Either they're that stupid and ignorant, or they like their grippers played in. You mean to tell me a grown-ass man like Spike Lee, who made movies about Malcolm X and different struggles, don't know that the French have been imperialists, have been oppressors of African countries for centuries? That y'all would rep Louis Vuitton? Are you serious? No. Y'all dudes is getting your behinds played in, and it's just that simple. They not that ignorant. They're not that ignorant. They want us to believe that we are, that we don't see them. I see you. So Lil Baby, as that man had your grippers moist and then they lanolated your tattoos with some type of lotion, sir, explain to your community why you haven't come out. Because those are your comrades. Let them know that you're one of them. Unless it's too many black folk in that community in Atlanta. And then you would have to say, well, why you ain't give one of the black men a shot? You letting this old fake give you drunk bro hugs from the back. So we already know what type of time you on, Lil Baby. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. So now we gotta move over to the next phase, right? As I told y'all, be something weird about their attire. We seen Jim Jones, Harlem, stand up. We seen Guillermo just the other day celebrating his born day with the lace white blouse. Now, we don't know if it was a linen blouse. We don't know if it was a cotton blouse. We know it was lace because we see the holes in it, right? You can see the skin through it. So Guillermo had that on. I told you it was something weird. Lo and behold, Marshy sends me the video with Lil Uzi Vert wearing the same type of lace blouse. This is a sign. Purses, blouses. Guillermo had the blouse. Now Lil Uzi Vert with the blouse. That's swag for them. That's swag for them, right? Secretly, that's what they doing. But it's no secret. They just want you to accept it. So Guillermo had the white blouse. Lil Uzi Vert got on the white blouse. Laced. Okay? Laced blouses. These are not straight white. They're lace. Okay? That's letting you know because there are holes in it. Because the old phase like to see bare man chest. If you go back to the pictures of the white parties of, the bro hug, what's his name, Michael Rubin, a lot of them had on lace button-ups, all different materials, but white. So that was letting you know that there was a changing, that there was no more freak-offs, that now it's going to be something different. That's what it is. So now Guillermo took it to Harlem, and nobody said nothing. Well, because maybe they don't know yet. Because, see, when he in Harlem, around the street element, he tried to throw on the street clothes. But under it, we know he got on the Fenty specials. Yeah. We know he got on Savage Fenties under that shit. We do. So now, here's how they play. Lil Uzi Vert just had on heel toes. I told you he had on the heel toes the other day. He had his toes out with the leg warmers and his heels, right? Looking like a Flash Dance or Debbie Allen and Fame and shit. And Philly, y'all let him do that. He's a Philly boy. Y'all let him come out there. He got his heels out. He got his toes out and painted. And he got on leg warmers like he Lisa in the Cult Jam. Okay? That's what Lil Uzi Vert had on. But this is the throw-off. This is to confuse the kids. He's saying that, I got $2 million jewelry on. So now dude is like, oh, man, he got $2 million jewelry on. You can only wear $2 million worth of jewelry if you tough. Okay, because this is what the old times, the OGs used to show you, right? And tell you, because I'll tell you all day, you couldn't wear no shines if you wasn't tough. You couldn't. There's no way in hell you could be in no streets with shines on if you couldn't hold it down. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Biz Monkey, Cool G, all that heavy shit y'all see dudes with. None of that. You had to have somebody holding you down or you had to do it yourself. Okay? That's why the rappers chose that as a street cred thing. You understand? Because the dudes in the street that was wearing it was about that action for real. So now that's already burned in people's skull. That if you wearing that, you can hold it down. You must be about that action. So when he's wearing his toes out with leg warmers and his fingers is done and he got on his Savage Fenty panties, you dismiss that because he talking tough. Y'all got $2 million worth of jewelry on. But they don't show you the security behind him. They don't show you that he's not wearing that shit in the hood. They don't even come through the hood. They always have police around them. But people don't sit. Our kids don't sit to look that deep. And when we say it, oh, y'all hating, y'all old. No, I'm just showing you that these little dudes that like they behind played in by other dudes are soft. And they acting like they tough. So when y'all out there acting tough and spinning the block and jumping out of Ubers and doing all this wild shit that y'all think they doing, you're wasting your lives. Okay? But I don't know if y'all got the youngins in here listening to me right now because it's Fish Friday. So y'all might have them take a break. But this shit isn't new. It's not new. God bodies. Salute, much appreciation for the super chat. Wardrobe that's worn has been an indication of what type of time you're on and has been across many cultures for centuries. A man with feminine attire on clearly shows where his mind is at. Yes, definitely. 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 Right? Yeah, so when we seen little Lord Fauntleroy wearing that shit, we knew what type of time he was on. Right? When Julius Caesar wore the toga with no drawers on, we knew what type of time he was. He was the emperor of Rome with no drawers and having orgies. That's what type of time. Liberace. Let you know what type of time he was on. Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Baby are telling y'all what type of time they on. But it's not new. Okay? This shit's been introduced way back. Go to Lil C's album cover. Y'all forgot about that? Lil C's was butt-ass naked on his album cover. With him hands covering him when he was frontal. And when he was behind, he just showing you his back. It went down right there to the crack of his gripper. He was butt-ass. Why? Why in 1997, 8? When did that album drop? Nobody else was butt-ass on the album cover. You? From Bed-Stuy? Come on now. This ain't new. Back when the country dudes was putting sisters, black women, strippers, and porn stars on their album covers, when Mix-a-Lot and them was doing it, when everybody was doing that, you put your naked ass out there, C's? You were supposed to be Biggie's right hand. But you naked. A Wonderful World of C's. A Leo. And that shit went over y'all heads. Yeah, it did. Y'all didn't question why C's was butt ass? Huh? So this is not new. This is testing the waters. I didn't forget C's pull out his little man muscle and was shaking it in the studio and it got caught on tape. back in 2005, 6. I know the studio because one of my dudes, executive that's been getting bread in the industry for a nice amount of time. That was his recording studio right there on Ocean Avenue, where all of the Russian mob dudes had recording studios and rim shops and all that. Yeah, that's where C's did that shit at. I know, because I was there when Meth came through to do a song for him. Yeah, yeah. So why was he in a room full of dudes, butt ass, drop his pants and swinging his little muscle around and got caught? Somebody had the camcorder because we didn't have those phones like that back then. This is not new. Okay? The Riley Freeman. How you think that somebody could sit there and put that whole Thugalicious segment all on the Boondocks? They knew because they seen these dudes. They was around them. That's what this is about. So now you're looking at it. I'm telling you, Riley Freeman, Lil Baby, Lil Uzi Vert, Thugalicious, okay? Pharrell. How come Pharrell and Cynthia Erivo are twinning? If you squint your eye, they look like the same person. Weird, alien-like in the head and neck. And you think that's an accident. Y'all think that shit an accident. It's not. Cynthia Erivo. Riley Freeman, same outfit. Cynthia Erivo, Riley Freeman, Lil Baby, same outfit. Why are they doing that to melanated men and women to that degree? Why are you trying to make melanated men and women genderless, mixing to that degree? Y'all think that's an accident? But the more you see it, the more you grow a tolerance for it, and then soon you'll accept it. But your subconscious doesn't. That's why you get stressed out when you see it. Because your subconscious is connected to universal thought. That's your knowledge of self. That's what keeps you right and exact. Okay? That's where the agendas come in. You understand what I'm saying? Cynthia Erivo, Pharrell Williams, Lil Baby, Riley Freeman. Either forethought or is purposefully being imitated and fed to your kids. Because you can't feed it to me. They can't feed it to you. We look at it and say, that's a weirdo. However, kids look at it and say they are influencers because they're caught up in the language. They're caught up in how it's being communicated. It's not weird. They're influencers. They're doing their own thing. Everybody can do their own thing, right? Like Honey Boo Boo said, everybody's a little bit gay, right? Ain't no shame in being gay. Everybody's a little gay, right? That shit y'all giggle and laugh at, but that's what old face think. That's how they believe. That's what's in their essence and their nature. But the gods, nah, we don't do that. Okay? But y'all are getting tight. Don't get tight. See, I get tight when I see somebody like Jaden Smith in a cross, because they'll put him with a long shorts that look like a skirt and have him sagging with a pair of shoes on. The next time you see him, he'll look like a clown. You understand? He was tormented from a child. So when you see him and then you see Cam Newton and then you see Cam Newton with his thighs out and then you see Lil Baby with the thighs out, then that shit should get crystal clear to you that nobody that's getting to the bag that's melanated is straight. They would grip a gate. But y'all missed that. Y'all don't see the purpose. Y'all don't see the purpose. And y'all don't see how it is being done on purpose. You think we supposed to not acknowledge lanolated legs that a pastor asks a NFL Super Bowl quarterback about pretty legs and lanolated? A pastor, the man of the Bible, of the clergy, is commenting on another man's legs. Boy, them things are sharp. Ooh-wee. And now you see Lil Baby getting tattoos on his thigh? And y'all don't see that every institution that the old faiths has given you, from religion to the entertainment world to the sports world, they're now allowing the softening of these men's grippers and the moisture that's around their nasty little asses. Y'all think the bag is worth it? Keep playing. Keep not acknowledging what's right in your face. I'm telling you, that's where we at with it. Let's continue, because y'all don't connect this shit. And it's simple. You ain't gotta be into gematria. You ain't gotta be a numerologist. All you gotta do is open your damn eyes. That's it. Sit down, be quiet, and listen to when somebody's giving you proper instruction. They locked Diddy up and y'all thought this shit was over. I told y'all I wasn't done. And when he come home, it's party central. That's just what it is. Okay? Let's continue, because y'all think it's not connected to how Floyd Mayweather is in front of Israeli embassies, the Israel embassy in Israel, shaking hands with these prime ministers, these upper echelon folks, protected by Israeli Mossad. A black man who's known for throwing his hands, who's known or thought to be independent of the bankers and the Bagelmeisters. See, that was his claim, right? Yeah, I'm independent. I'm by myself, right? I won't get robbed like Ali and Tyson and them. I'm independent. I got rid of my promoter. No, you got under another umbrella. That's all you did. Okay? So, but there's a connection that's there, right? When Floyd Mayweather, money, dummy, is shaking hands in front of an embassy in Israel, and my son shakes hands and calls the Euro his friend. I thought Vladimir was my friend. He was my friend. I protected him. So you got hip hop, the sports world, actors and actresses, all mixing with Bagelmeisters and bankers who, like they behind played in, y'all think is not connected. Y'all think it's an accident. Y'all thinking wrong. You're overthinking. Shit ain't no accident. You think it's an accident? Y'all really do? Y'all think that thought isn't put into this, that media ran by the bankers and Bagelmeisters don't have control over who sits on the Euro YouTube channel? Y'all think Vlad is independent of Israel? You think anybody that sits on his platform many times as they do multiple times as they do, friends of his who are propelled up in the view of everybody, y'all think they're not at the same yacht parties? Y'all see them. What y'all think is going on there? Okay. Keep playing. Keep playing. Because when you get to the head of everyone, you're going to see the same snake. You want to see that they're accountants, that they're lawyers, okay? Are all bagel meisters. Uh-huh. They're agents. They're managers. Okay? So if you want it bad enough, you can go get it. You can definitely go get it. Okay? Now, we're going to leave them alone for a little while. Because what also threw y'all, somebody call Obama, tell Obama to bring his ass to class. Come on, Barry. Bring your ass to class. Because this is what threw y'all as well. Okay? Obama seems to make a statement that all men, black men, or black boys, needs a gay man in their life. That's what it appears. That's what it appears that he said. Now, I've watched several of those vids. I've seen them edited. I didn't go on and watch the podcast that it came from. Michelle and her brother had them on. Also clearing any divorce rumors. But since y'all got tight about him saying that, we're going to deal with that real quickly. Because he said it in a way that his experience is what was beneficial to all, right? Because he experienced something. Because he said he had a gay professor that kept him in line if he said something biased or you know, something not mature and of a specific intelligence when it came to that community. So because his experience was one of which that he, okay, to him, the Barack, like, since I experienced good things around gay men or gay man, that everyone can use that, because you can have the best of fathers and they still be not good enough. That's what he said. So I'm saying, wow. Because see, I experienced things too. Now, just because I was able to do a dime behind the walls, that don't mean everybody should go through. No. Because some people couldn't do it. I'm telling you. At one time, you would think, yo, you know what? Every black dude need to go to jail, at least for a little while, so they couldn't, you know, continue in the path of making wrong decisions. Now, that seemed good, right? Like when you take kids through the Scared Straight program, that seems in theory as it's something that everybody needs to experience. Sometimes it's just not. Because as you can see, Scared Straight failed. Quite a few of them dudes who went through Scared Straight, they end up going to jail. Okay? It don't always work. Because I experienced something, that don't mean you can experience it and not be scarred. Now, this is what he said. You could have the best of fathers. But unless you got this gay person. Now, I had the best of fathers. My father was my enlightener. My father never, I can only remember one time that he ever touched me. And that's because I broke up, tried to get fly on him at 13. Grabbed me up like, yo, against the goddamn bookcase, like, yo, get your shit right. That's the only time in my 56 years that I ever had my pops put his hands on me. Ever. I had the best of fathers. I didn't need him to say nothing about, we didn't even speak about that other side about, that wasn't a thing when we was coming up. Do your work, go to school. When you're in this house, do what needs to be done. Make sure you pray. Make sure you study your lessons. That was it. Everything else I learned in the street. I had the best of fathers. Father wasn't, I ain't had no gay dudes around me. Family or nothing. Why would that be a need? Why would that be a need? You serious, Barack? That's a need? So in that case, let's just pick different types of men in order to keep us straight, okay? Or in order for us to be well-rounded. Since you're saying that every child needs another type of man, a gay man, fuck it, let's not stop. Every black man, every boy, every child needs to have a pimp around them. Yeah, they need to have a pimp so they could teach them the game. So let's not stop at the gay men, Barack. Let's get the pimp too. Because the pimp got jewels and lessons that we can learn. Since the whole world being pimped anyway. Let's get the pimp, Barack. Matter of fact, let's not stop at the pimp. Let's get the hustler. Every black boy needs a hustler around them too. So we gonna be well-rounded. We're gonna have the pimp, we're gonna have the hustler, we're gonna have the gay person, the gay man. Okay, Barack? Let's have that. Matter of fact, let's not stop there. Let's get the cold stone gun clapper, the dude we know he got bodies under his belt. Let's get one of them too. We need a well-rounded individual, so we need these dudes in the family. We need them to help raise this boy. So let's go get the gay man. Okay, Barack? Let's go get the pimp. Let's go get the hustler. Okay? Yeah, we need that. And let's go get the gun clapper. Because these men are going to keep this little boy growed up and on point. Okay, Barack? Let's go get all of them. Because you didn't say they need a pastor around them. You didn't say that. You didn't say they need an educator around them. You didn't say that. You didn't say they needed the, family member around them or the black man around them that is African-centered. You didn't say that, Barack. You said gay man because you had a gay professor. Because you could have the best of dads and not learn everything you need from them. So let's go ahead. Because based on your experience in Hawaii and wherever the hell you came from, and then in college with this gay professor, that's what you needed, Obama. You needed that to get you to the space where you could be an advocate for gay men and not black people. That's what you needed, so you was able to speak that language that got you to the presidency. So I'm saying if this is the information that you're putting out there, Let's make this little boy or these little boys well-rounded. Don't stop at the gay person or the gay man. Barack, let's go get the pimp. Let's go get the hustler. Let's get the gun clapper. Okay? Okay, let's go get all of them and put them in the house too. Let them be mentors as well. Okay? Yeah, let's not stop at the gay man. Where you going at with that? Let's raise him up. It's the most ignorant shit I done heard from a man who sat in a seat. That's why I keep telling y'all, these institutions got people mind raggedy. But that's where we at. That's why Lil Baby could go and get tattoo thighs. Because the men that you have, right, as inspirations, as somebody that you're supposed to set your goals. He's saying you can be anybody, you can achieve anything because I'm here, I'm black, I'm the president. And if I'm saying it's okay for Roy G. Bibbs and I'm putting the policy in place, that means Lil Baby can say, yeah. If I get my grippers moistened and get tattoos on my thigh, I too can be the top rapper. This is where we at. But y'all believe it's not connected. Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue because it's Fish Friday. Let's continue. So y'all don't think I'm just bugging. Okay? Tell the kids to come on. Yeah. Get the Roy G. Bibbs. Tell them to come on. Come on to class. Black women. Y'all seem to be in a huffy because y'all sent it to me. Y'all tight. And I get it. But y'all acting like it wasn't going to happen. Y'all send me the picture. Venus Williams set to marry Italian actor. That's what y'all sent me. And y'all mad about it. A couple of the men sent it to me too. Y'all mad about, why y'all mad about that? Why is that surprising to you? She's always dated Italian men. Always. See, but y'all didn't see it. A lot of y'all even put the Roy G. Biv stamp on her and said she don't mess with nobody. Yeah, y'all did. But she's always dated. Dated. You know what I'm saying? Dated. The Ofe term. She always betted Ofes. And when her sister decided to wed an Ofe, a clammy Ofe, somebody who is nowhere near her match. See, because most black women deal with men, black men, that have similarities. Even if you completely opposite, you do have, see, they at least match to some degree. Here you have a superior female athlete with a pasty doughboy euro. Pasty. Flabby. Do you understand? So she watched her sister do it and have children with her. Like sister went, like Serena went all the way out. And then you watch your sister start looking or making an attempt to look like an Ofe. To the point of which her makeup don't even match her neck. And now she's in a space where she may be Ozempic. She may be on it. Okay? I don't know if the pictures are Photoshop, but a lot of them are from her pages and her account where she's supposed to be showing off a six-pack. However, She was just chubby not too long ago. So she's doing everything anti that got her there, everything anti what we expected, what we followed, what we pushed. We watched her whole career because of their color, because of where they said they were from. We watched Serena before the cat suit and after the cat suit. Now she wants no ass. She wants no color. She wants to be blonde and she wants to look like a little boy. This is the transformation. Okay? So the sister, and they're very close, you know what? I got to start living my truth as well. I'm going to marry Umberto or whatever the hell his Italian name. I don't know if it's Umberto Corleone or whatever. She's getting married. So what? She can have it. Let's not forget that there were people before them to do this to set the pace. We just seen Eve with another pasty ass Euro. Remember, y'all were scared because Eve was the only one at the holiday event. The only one sharing a family holiday picture. She's the only melanated person there. Philly, what happened to the Muslim girl? What happened to Eve Jahan? What happened? She's with the Euro. Playing stepmommy the grown old phase until she had a kid. Only one at the holiday table, stepmom. So that's what they looking at. Because Eve is an elder to Venus and Serena. They like, oh shit, she did it. Let us do it. But again, it's been going on a long time. Who else is proud and step out with these Ofe men? Or Ofe women? Because Candace Parker got rid of her husband for a Euro. An Ofe woman. Right? She had a whole seed and like, yo, you know what? Nah. I was just stunting. I'm into Ofe women. Okay? So you got Venus going that route because of Eve and Serena. Okay? And we're not going to talk about the fiasco of Garcelle Bouvet and all of them. Leave Haley alone. Okay? Because we know she's a little touched. Let's continue. Eve, Serena, Candace Parker, Venus. But I bet y'all didn't know that Patina Miller, raising Canaan, right? The mama. Oh, she got an Ofe. Yeah, she got an Ofe. Got seeds with him too. You know. See, y'all know her from Raising Canaan. I know her from Madam President. You understand? I know her from Madam President. So she could play Canaan moms all she want. She's married to an Ofe. So is Shorty from Abbott Elementary. Okay? Y'all let her blow up off of a Vine video. Yeah, she was the one that said, ooh, boy, he got money, right? When she was ordering her little food. Y'all blew that little Vine video up, not knowing she was married to Ofe all this time. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Quinta. You didn't know Quinta Brunson is married to an Ofe? Y'all don't know that? Pasties. And they can love who they want to love. I'm just making a point. Pasties. Okay? The Caroline, what is that? Caroline Wenger, the CEO or editor in charge of Essence Magazine, who y'all still don't know whether or not she's with that Ofe woman. Y'all don't, whatever, that's her. Yeah. Her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not only she supposedly with this Ofe, but you know her family history when she broke it down and saying that her family owned or participated in the slave trade. Mm-hmm. That her father told her that. Okay? This is where we at. This is where we at. And again, this ain't an accident. But when y'all coming down and we speaking about these women, you dig? Y'all can't leave the fact alone that the men been doing it for a long time. Y'all can't. This agenda is very real. Y'all can't. The women do it because they watch the men do it. They watch the men do it. Okay? They watch the men do it. So when y'all say, oh shit, yo, Venus marrying this Italian actor dude. Y'all didn't say Kid Cudi just married an Ofe? Y'all didn't put that in the same. You can't point at one and not the other. Venus do it. Kid Cudi just did it. He's a rat. He's a snitch. He just told. But he just married an Ofe. Y'all swear by Dame Dash, and he keeps throwing his Ofe in your face. He just celebrated. I want to celebrate my wife with absolutely no ass on some type of range somewhere. Yeah, that's the river. That's our river. The Dusco River. While he got on a cowboy hat. Harlem, what's going on, Harlem? Tell me. Your man, who y'all swear by, he got an Ofe that's pasty as hell. Celebrating her. So don't tell me about Venus and Serena. Y'all got Kid Cudi. Hip hop, Dame Dash, hip hop, but y'all swear he did so much for the culture. The culture. The culture's supposed to direct us to marrying pasty Ofes? A failed business dude? Broke? With an Ofe while she paints. She comfortable, she painting. He's talking about getting new teeth. So don't tell me about Venus. I don't want to hear about her. She was in a whole Ofe institution. Tennis? Tennis. What's more lily white than tennis? Dame Dash, y'all claim he was the beginnings of the culture, the business, the rah. That's what he got on his own. And had her for a while. So she wasn't no come up for him because he still ended up broke. So Kid Cudi got one, Dame Dash got one. Smooth B got one. Y'all ain't see her? Y'all ain't see Smooth B? And his multicolored hair Ofe? Y'all ain't see her? Y'all ain't see Fredro Starr. So we got Nice and Smooth. We got Smooth B, the jiggy underground hip hop. We got Onyx, Fredro Starr, one of the most hardcore hip hop groups. We got Dame Dash, a hip hop executive, y'all call him. And we got Kid Cudi, the weirdo, the new generation, all got Ofes. All of them. All of them. These are the men. So don't talk about the women to me. I'm saying that this is an industry problem. I'm saying that this is a us problem because y'all still got the Ofe in your heart. Y'all not ready to be liberated yet. I'm just pointing it out. You got a president that told y'all that every boy needs a gay man in his life. That's the president. Okay? You got hip hoppers, from executives to MCs to dancers. Y'all got actors and actresses and athletes. At what point are our children going to get knowledge of self and learn that you can't be comfortable in your oppression? Who y'all going to give them to? Who you going to give your kids to? Who? Because not only was Obama the top politician, you got Tish James, who enforces the law, supporting people. They are proud. New mayoral candidates, right? Mondani at the Pride Parade. They proud. What's going on? Where y'all gonna go? Who is setting an example of liberation and love of self with knowledge of self to your kids and to our community? And nobody else is saying nothing about it. I'm trying to figure it out. Where we at? Where we at? Because it's a swirl. But in the swirl, we're not talking about George Jefferson calling somebody a zebra. That was the least of our worries. We're in a rainbow swirl, Roy G. Biv, with no room for heterosexual black men. Y'all don't see them as lead nowhere. What's up? What's up? This is a Fish Friday for your ass. I don't hear nothing coming through. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. What's really good? No, what's really good? I want to know where y'all supposed to be. Whose platform should y'all be on? I'm trying to figure this shit out. Where we at with it? Where we at with it? Hold up. It's Swizzy. And we lose. We lose. Because nobody is telling you anything. They're all having moments where they're going to make you comfortable in your oppression. You're going to be a comfortable and oppressed slave until something happens that's going to shift you, shift your energy. Remember, everybody was comfortable until the pandemic came. Shook everybody up. You understand what I'm saying? When people are telling you, yo, now all you got to do is get the bag and you'll be comfortable. Now all you got to do is move down south and you'll be comfortable. Now take a few vacations here and there. Now get your credit score up and you'll be comfortable. Man, y'all need Jesus. And you'll be comfortable, even though Jesus wasn't comfortable in his oppression. And Jesus was a liberator, if you really know the story. But if you today get Jesus, you can be comfortable in your oppression. And that's all these people could ever tell you. Because they don't have nothing down there to say, yo, they don't have it in them to teach liberation, to teach self-love, to give knowledge of self. All they can tell you to do is look that way and be like them, because being like them will keep you comfortable. I don't care who you throw in front of me. All of them are directing you right back to white folk. All of them. All of them. You can't name one, not one, that's going to tell you what I'm telling you. None of them. They're going to show you the way. Long as you don't ruffle massa feathers, you can do anything. You just don't try to get rid of massa. Or don't make massa mad. So, y'all got it? Do you need a refresher for tonight? Or y'all gonna watch the replay? Because it's only 90 minutes. Y'all need a refresher? Y'all need to come all the way around again? Huh? Or y'all gonna watch the replay? We went from Lil Uzi Vert to Obama. We went from the presidency on down. And everybody up under the rainbow. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so y'all got a firm understanding of what's going on. Y'all understand? Y'all get it now? All right. And for those of you, because I know some of y'all extra with it. And y'all gonna say, well, look, we seen you at the concert last night. Isn't that boy a little sus? Yeah, I went to the Tyler the Creator concert. Yeah, because again, I got kids. Yeah, my daughter loves that man's music. Yeah. Even though I probably knew about him before anyone. I was watching Tyler the Creator since Our Future. And I had an enjoyable evening. Boy, that man ain't. Ooh-wee. A show? Dynamic. Dynamic. Matter of fact, the whole show was dynamic. Opening act, Paris, Texas. Them dudes was, man, listen. Great. Then, and I definitely was shocked by this dude, Lil Yachty. I ain't like that boy image since that broccoli shit, and he got them colors and all. I was like, I ain't trying. And never really gave him a listen. Like, I ain't messing with this clown. That boy got some shit. Excellent performance. Lil Yachty did his thing. Okay? Yeah. And Tyler, headliner. Beautiful show. Beautiful show. If you into it. Okay? I'm a real music person. From heavy metal to hard rock to alternative rock to hip hop to soul. Listen, you got great lyrics and you can put them together in great melodies and all. I'm there. So if the boy's a little multicolored in his personal life, so be it. But we have to be engaged with our children. Okay? So you can teach them how to appreciate somebody's creativity and craft without being into them. You can teach them what's the messages in the music. See, we can't disconnect from our kids. That's how we ended up in this spot now, where our kids is believing these rap dudes and these videos, and now you get drill and trill and spill and all this other weirdness because many of us try to separate and disassociate from our kids and the music. I don't understand it now. You better understand it, because Tyler had the whole Barclays line for line singing hype crazy. So I want to know what the hell they talking about, what my kids is listening to. So then when I drop a book in front of them and yeah, you better tell me exactly what's in that book and what message you get. If you get that hype off of this music and these rap dudes, you better get just as hype when I ask you, when did Asada get liberated? When did Huey catch that slug? When did George Jackson get assassinated? When did Malcolm shift names? And then when did he shift gears? You better know that same thing. Okay? We have to be engaged in that. If not, that's on us when our kids is moving in a different space. So yeah, I went to see the boy. If he's sweet, I don't know. If he said some sweet shit back in the day, ain't got nothing to do with what he did last night. Okay. Yeah, he had the Barclays sold out. Mm-hmm. Surprising why? If you would have seen what was in there. See, this is what throws people. Y'all see a portion, y'all may see a video, y'all may hear a song, but these kids, and y'all think they're not into albums and catalogs the way we were. See, just because we were reading all the linear notes, just because we was into, we had to be. We didn't have 24-hour hip-hop stations. We didn't have videos on all day, every day. We didn't have that. So any piece of information related to hip-hop, we was on it. And then we rereading it several times. We knew it. These kids is getting fed differently, but they know. They know. And they're in a space where they are articulating themselves. If you ain't in the mix and you don't watch it, you can't see it, you have no true understanding of it. So I seen it, I'm watching, I was like, oh, okay, they really feeling this dude. In New York City, in Brooklyn. And he had the old phase out there. And he had the Roy G. Biv crowd out there. And he had some older people out there that knew his lyrics. I'm in the crowd, I'm looking. Oh, word? Now, they don't know the art future shit. They don't go as deep as I know all that shit. But yeah, I was there. And like I told you, I don't know if y'all know, some of y'all in classes with that community, but to each his own. My thing is, I don't care where you laying. I don't care where you sleeping. Shit don't have nothing to do with whether or not you a liberator. Because you're going to have to cross certain lines. You're going to have to. There's no neutrality in this. You know why? Because the oppressor don't stop. He doesn't. That's why everybody's always under so much pressure. Because they're moving towards fascism at an alarming rate. Capitalism is only wages. That's it. But the ideology, the belief, because they don't stop. They don't. So they don't care if you black, they don't care if you white, they don't care if you red, they don't care if you yellow. They want everything you got. So you could be rainbow all you want. Soon they're going to turn on the rainbows, which is what 47 is already doing. They don't care. So you could be happy-go-lucky all you want. You could take all the man, listen. You could do what you want to do, but that is not going to keep you safe from where these people are going. You could take your eggplants and your grippers. You could do all that shit y'all want to do and think that that's going to give you a space close to them. It's not. It's not. Now, if you believe that's you in your heart, and I'm trying to get an understanding of this, because I seen some other wild shit today that blew my mind. And I really wasn't going to speak on it, but I have to because we're in this mix right now. So bear with me. It's 99 minutes. Bear with me. And I'm going to close out because, damn it, I need to eat. I need to eat. Okay? I've seen an individual. And Cokes, you sent this to me, Cokes. Cokes sent me the individual. Now, this person is trans. But the person got no legs, no arms. And I'm trying to figure this shit out. He's doing an interview with another trans person and they talking about, because they're both disabled, they're talking about disabilities and the Americans with Disability Act and all this other weirdness, and I'm trying to figure this shit out. This person is being championed, okay, for being a person of color, person of disabilities, and trans. And then some other shit. And I'm trying to figure this out. Like, so you ain't got no arms, you ain't got no legs. But you take an eggplant to the throat. I'm trying to get, so mine, because I don't know. I'm trying to look at how this shit is anatomically drawn up. How you get, like, what is that? So are you trans up here and then you feel it here and then you get aroused, or do you get aroused here? What? And then I'm thinking, was he trans before you lost everything? Because this is for real. If it's here, then we have to look at it a different way. But if it's really here in here, that's something that's a little bit, we would have to take that into study, and nobody wants to do that. Because again, they're giving excuse and reasoning for, because I'm trying to figure this out. Homie, you got no arms and no legs. I'm trying to figure out what kind of concern you have when it comes to your sexuality, man. Like, for real, like, no, like, really, like, no, it's not no at the thigh. They got them propped up and shit. Are you proud trans? I'm like, what? So is it here? So you saying you're here? It has to be here. It gotta be here. Because when you look, it can't be nowhere else. You don't have no. And I'm not. Maybe I'm saying it. Maybe I'm giving y'all the wrong picture. It's not that he don't have no hands. They have no arms. No arms. Shoulders. No arms. So you just sitting there. Like Living Color got a head detective. They got him propped up in a damn wheelchair. And son got a whole Instagram page. And I'm like this is for real? With hundreds of thousands of followers. But see, yeah, we don't see that because that shit don't come in our timelines because they don't want us to be aware of this shit, because again, it lends to the fact of why we sitting here allowing certain people to govern us. You mean to tell me this person with no arms and no legs, and is a man, Indian or Spanish or whatever, brown, you saying that is a person of color, a person with disabilities, and trans? Because it's a dude, but now it's a woman with long flowing hair and all this other wild shit. And I'm trying to figure out who is doing that to you for real. For real. Somebody giving you eggplant to the face. Because you ain't got no arms and legs. So but this is where it's at now. And because we have Old Phase and Bagel Meisters governing this shit, you get dudes like Lil Baby that's associating themselves with it. You get Spike Lee and these other motherfuckers that's associating and pushing it and being brand ambassadors and representatives of companies that are Euro and have dominated, colonized African countries. But y'all keep them in our face. I want y'all to understand that this is the mentality of your people. So when you telling me to be calm, when you're telling me not ain't that deep, it is that deep. Because when I don't get support, I'm wondering, what do you really support? What's really in your core? Because what has to be in your core in order to be a free person is a hate for your enemy, a hate for oppression. You can't tell me weird shit like that. And people that look and understand that type shit could ever understand my urge to get my people free. I'm just saying. Now y'all can support whoever the hell you want to support. Watch whoever the hell you want to watch. But I don't stop. And I don't compromise. It's just that simple. And on that note, my classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding me down, for holding the class down, for keeping the chat clean and clear and progressive and loving. Salute to my classroom assistants, much appreciation as always. Okay? Much appreciation. My truckers, get to your destination safe. Okay? Stay away from them rest stop dots, because I've been getting reports that more and more truckers, it better not be my class members. Y'all leave them alone. Let them go about their business. Okay? My paperwork is always good. We don't have no rats up in the spotty spot. We don't do that. At all. Okay? Not at all. If you need counseling, coaching, DV, okay, anger management, reach out. If you up under here, you know you're supposed to have your sessions booked already. Get your sessions in, okay? If your ass is failing class and I see you on the street, you're going to have a problem. Yeah. Especially if I got some posties on me. I got to start carrying my posties. So when I see you in the street, I don't care if you're with your kids. I don't care if you're with your wife. I don't care if you're with your husband. I'm going to write a big ass 55 on the postie and slap that shit on your back. And tell you to get your ass to class. And your kid's going to say, Mommy, who the hell is that? All right? Don't play with me. Get y'all ass to class. Okay? All right? No, these ain't for my assessments. No, reality, this ain't even my room. These ain't mine. Okay? You know? These are different affirmations. Okay? Don't worry about it. You just better make sure you stay on point. Your grades is always up. Yeah. 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 That's all you better make. Matter of fact, hold up. Matter of fact, uh, yeah, that's what we gonna do. Uh, about Fish Friday. Some of y'all been running around drinking a little more. Yeah, y'all must be at the liquor store buying that privilege, cause Fish Friday been kind of light. So yeah, wait till I see one of y'all at the liquor store too, cause y'all know I get around. I get around. All right, that's what we doing. Any questions? Damn it, it's 10:20. I got to get out of here. As you can see, my belly a little tight. I got to go. Any questions before we leave tonight? And it's getting a little hot. I know y'all say these LED lights don't motherfucking heat up, but it's hot back here tonight. Look at mine. What are you talking about? Tierra, you don't get the question. You see question all day. I'm not talking to y'all moderators. I'm talking about the class. Moderators don't count. Classroom assistants, y'all get to carte blanche time. Y'all don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, y'all got time all the time. Y'all get questions all the time. I seen Mano out here? No, I don't see Mano. No. Mano don't live in Brooklyn. Do I do assessments for business ideas? I tend not to. I can, but I tend not to, depending on what type of business. Okay? Yeah, he from BK, but he don't live here. You know how many people in the industry from BK or from the boroughs, Queens, Manhattan, they don't live in the town no more. Yo, listen, it's so hard. And I don't care who you are. It's very difficult for a public figure to live in the boroughs, especially once they acquired a certain amount of notoriety and paper. And you talking about somebody like him? Nah, because somebody going to keep testing. And you end up going back to jail. You talking about a violent ex-felony offender who've had beef and all type of shit. He can't live in a town. No. That don't work like that. He would have to be very solid in his convictions to live in a town. He can't live in a town. There's always going to be somebody to test that square. And if his anger isn't managed, and if he doesn't, and it doesn't, because I've seen him pop off quite a few times, he can't live in a town. Not without causing some type of consequences to come his way, lawsuits or jail or whatever. Nah, don't work like that. Not for them. Not for them. Your mom said Mano is but he doesn't have no, you know what I'm saying? He got 3 or 4 songs. He don't have no catalog like that that's gonna be appreciated. He got a hot 4 songs that's hot. So that's it. After that, it's a dub. Yeah, Moo, they can't live in a town. They can't. I'm telling you something. They can't. Impossible. The Clips might got album of the year so far. I don't know. And again, I don't know why that's surprising to y'all. I really don't. I don't understand the Clips album. And I'm talking about not only from stone cold hip hop heads. I'm talking about women, I'm talking about different people that I'm looking at them on their timelines. I'm like, you listen to the clip, like, is that? First of all, Malice is nice. First of all, Pusha T is nice. So, and Pusha been pushing, he hasn't stopped. So I wouldn't be surprised that that's like me saying to y'all, Sadat X got some shit. Sadat X got like 4 or 5 singles out right now. That's crazy. Either his or him on somebody else's project. That shouldn't surprise nobody. What surprises people is when you say, yo, that shit was garbage. Like when I hear people say, yo, Lil Wayne shit is trash. I'm like, trash? Like, yo, that shit garbage. That's surprising. But to say the Clips might have album of the year? Nah, not when you still got Griselda running around. You got what's the boy name? Westside Gun on everybody. Like hip hop is never going to die. It's not going to ever die. It's not. Because you got dudes that's sincere about being an MC. And they not playing when they come through. 2 Chainz got serious shit out, man. There was so many dudes. It's just how it's being serviced, how the audiences get. You gotta go get it. And to be honest, that's not a big difference either. We always had to search for hip hop. The only time that I got it, and y'all was just giving everything, y'all gotta give it to the Puffster. That Puffster era, that 98, 99 to 2005, when y'all just got everything. 24-hour hip-hop radio, hip-hop stations, DVD eras, when all of that was just given to y'all. That's a very small part of hip-hop. We always had to dig. Always. It was never at that pace until then, where we just had it. It was just in our lap. We had to listen. We had to stay up late nights to catch radio shows. We had to go and find different artists when they was performing live at these little bullshit club venues, and we always had to search for it. That's why some of us are so in a certain space when it comes to critiquing it, because we know the good shit. We know the shit that's trash and that was commercialized. We always had to dig for hip-hop. Always. Always. And anybody that was hot that came out and went commercial and we had them first, come on, man. When you look at certain people, you get an appreciation and you glad for them to be where they at. When we first heard De La Soul, yo, we was like, what is this? Yo, this shit, that's it. So for them to get to where they at now, we love it. We love it. We like, yeah, man. That's what it is. That shit Plug tuning, to hear Plug tuning for the first time. Like, what is this? This is some wild shit. To hear Ultramagnetic for the first time, to hear all these, you're like, yo, this is it. Some sustain, some don't. But we always had to find it. So now you're in a space where you gotta find it. And I'm glad people are looking and trying to find it. That clip shit's supposed to be fire. It's supposed to be. You should never have a space where the clips is garbage. You're not supposed to have that. So it shouldn't surprise you. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it yet. And there's one song I heard I didn't like. So for them to say, yo, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Sir, I don't want to hear John Legend on shit. So I heard that, I'm like, get the fuck out. I don't want to hear him crooning, doing nothing. So I already know I don't like that song. So that means it ain't going to be a whole playthrough for me. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to listen. You dig? I'm shocked. I'm like, John Legend on some shit. And y'all saying it's fire? Get the fuck out of here. Kick him in his ass. Who? Terrell said, was Stevenson chin tested? Was he exposed? Does he really want Tank? I think at this point, Tank is not the same. With all this dumb shit that he's gotten into and his lack of focus. I know he got that special ed strength. I know he got that. I know he got that radio strength because he a little special. But if Shakur stay focused and don't get hit, anybody, Tank is like any other puncher. Any other puncher. If he can't connect, what good is he? That's for real. What good is he? If Tyson don't connect, what good is he? If Canelo don't connect, what good is he? Floyd beat the shit out of a Canelo in his prime. If you can't score, all that heavy, hard-hitting, both hand shit don't matter. And I don't think that Tank is smart in that ring. He is not. So at that point, anybody with a decent skill set can beat him up. Oh, man. Now, Stevenson, I don't know. I was never a fan of that dude. These newfangled fighters, I don't see nothing in them. I don't. What happened with T.O.? T.O. another hard puncher and all that. What happened? So yeah, a lot of dudes hit hard. What happened to the young heavyweight dude? Ran into that African, got his shit beat up bad. I don't care how hard you hit and how strong. If you don't connect, you better be able to last and go the distance. So, I don't know. Stevenson could beat Tank up. We don't know. Gotta see. They gotta fight. All right, y'all finished? Yeah, y'all finished, damn it. Because anytime we go over 2 hours, it get a little ridiculous with the viewership. And I don't want people to miss this message. Okay, yeah, Jared Anderson. That's what that dude. All right? And we'll do a sports segment or something later on. I don't want we got the women folk cooking fish and all that. And I don't know. I still haven't eaten. I've been running around all damn day. So again, y'all get back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe and be militant. I'm telling y'all, please. Remain militant. If y'all think these people aren't out there to agitate us, to trigger us, to get us in confrontations, y'all wrong. That's all the shit that you seeing. And that's from them. However, the people you live around in your community, those are the worker bees for the devils. They are, okay? Some people want to call them Bill Powers, right? Some of the guards call them 85s the Bill Powers. It's funny. It's funny. I like to call them destroyers of refinement. Because that's what they do. They are destroyers of refinement. And they're all amongst you. And that's the craziness that you're seeing in the streets, on the news, on our timelines with all this wild stuff. Y'all got to be careful. You have to watch your surroundings. You have to excuse yourself. Don't get in no confrontation with no bullshit. You dig? Save it for when we really need it. All right? Video breakdown. I got one. Don't worry about it, Kenny Mac. I got one coming too. I just saw this shit the other day. I got a video breakdown for you. All right? And on that note, 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.